Hello. In this video, we want to find the following. We have the limit as x approaches 3 of x squared minus x minus 1 all over the square root of x plus 1. Now, what the limit is acting upon is all of this right here, the x squared minus x minus 1 all over the square root of x plus 1. Notice that this is different from anything that we've seen in the past because in this case, we can actually just plug the 3 into this function and simplify. That's the great thing. I'm not going to go through all the steps of saying the limit as x approaches 3 of the numerator divided by the limit as x approaches 3 of the denominator, and then distribute this to each of the x's and the 1 and the x and the 1, and I'm not going to go through all that. If you look at the help in MyLab Math, it's going to go through all that. So if you want to go through all that, that's perfectly fine. Go through all that. I have no problem with that. What I want you to realize is that when you are asked to find the limit as x approaches a number, and you're not immediately given a table, then you're very likely going to be able to do something to just plug in that function value. But that's not always true. But in this case, it is, because if you notice, if you plug in the 3 in both the numerator and denominator, specifically the denominator here, 3 plus 1 is 4, square root of 4 is 2, the denominator is not 0. So as a result, we can just plug in 3. So plugging in 3 is going to give us the following. We have 3 squared minus 3 minus 1 all over the square root of 3 plus 1. Notice that we're just plugging in 3 in for all the x's. In other words, the x is becoming 3. Now this only works when we have a well-behaved function, and we'll talk more about what well-behaved means later. 3 squared is 9, minus 3 is 6, minus 1 is 5. So 5 in the numerator. 3 plus 1 is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So in the denominator you have 2. And then you would simplify. Always simplify. Don't ask me if you need to simplify. The answer is yes. Always, now and forever. So there you go. The limit as x approaches 3 of x squared minus x minus 1 all over the square root of 3 plus 1 is 5 halves. It's fantastic when we have stuff like this. Basically what's happening here is if you can plug in the x and get a number from it, do so. It's very helpful. It's very nice when that happens. Alrighty. Well, I believe that's it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and edit here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.